was a world with a still on spin, where history's rebels and revolution begin. Through pages of battle, she rolls with pride, ancient armor in her heart and never hides. Playlist filled with finals of the past, old school plus in a world that's fast. She's got a mind sharper than any sword, ready to rewrite the tales of old lords. Tango, she was a world with a still spin, where history's rebels and revolution begin. Through pages of battle, she rolls with pride, ancient armor in her heart and never hides. Never hides. She sails through centuries like a ghostly queen in a castle of stories she's never unseen. With pages for wings and ink as her crown, Tank Girl's legend won't go down. She wields a pen like a knight makes his stand. With every signature she claims more land. Bold ink erupts like a cannon's boom. Tango's bound to be history's doom. Oh, go, go, go! 1, 2, 3, 4. She wants a fire pocket full of flame. His own war books knows every general's name. In the library, she's no casual reader. She's Tango and heads turn when they need her. Tango, she owns the world with a skills on spin, where history's rebels and revolution begin. Through pages of battle, she rolls with pride, ancient armor in her heart and never hides. Her blood is filled with vinyls of the past, old school thrust in a world that's fast. She's got a mind sharper than any sword, ready to rewrite the tales of old lords. Tango, she owns the world with a still on spin, where history's rebels and revolution begin. Through pages of battle, she rolls with pride, ancient armor in her heart and never hides. Playlist filled with finals of the past, old school plus in a world that's fast. She's got a mind sharper than any sword, ready to rewrite the tales of old lords. Tango, she was a world with a still on spin, where history's rebels and revolution begin. Through pages of battle, she rolls with pride, ancient armor in her heart and never hides. Never hides. She sails through centuries like a ghostly queen in a castle of stories she's never unseen. With pages for wings and ink as her crown, Tank Girl's legend won't go down. She wields a pen like a knight makes his stand. With every signature she claims more land. Bold ink erupts like a cannon's boom. Tango's bound to be history's doom. Oh, go, go, go! 1, 2, 3, 4. She wants a fire pocket full of flame. His own war books knows every general's name. In the library, she's no casual reader. She's Tango and heads turn when they need her. Tango, she owns the world with a skills on spin, where history's rebels and revolution begin. Through pages of battle, she rolls with pride, ancient armor
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my stream. I'm your host, TankGirl90. I'm the one, the only Lady War, the queen of different hair colors, hats, guns, plushies, vulgarity, you name it, I am it. And tonight we are doing some Dune Awakening. We are only doing Dune Awakening. This should have been a two-parter. However, that Thopter is never going to finish itself if we don't dedicate more time to Dune, so guess what? We're just doing Dune for like the next 3 hours. How much we need for the Thopter is probably not going to be obtainable. What we need for the Thopter, rather, is not going to be obtainable. But if we can get a fair amount of it, that would help. And I really need to be a little bit more careful with my full dispenser field. Under the heavy Thopter. So again, under this we have the generator, we have the engine, and we have the chassis. The spice will flow. It will, actually. Hello, Buck. It will. And then we have the chassis. Also, the thruster has to come off of the current Thopter we're going to use because it apparently there's no Mark 6 thruster, so whatever. So we have, again, sorry, I already forgot. That's just totally my brain. Engine and chassis and then the generator. So we have these two. We need the engine. Okay, this one we did the end. No, we did do the engine. See what happens when one of my brain is sleepy? It is a sleepy brain. It's a sleepy brain. So these three were done. We need to ignore those. We need 6 of these and one of all these. Oh, there is a Mark 6 thruster. I'm sorry, it's the storage that's not a Mark 6, not the thruster. So sorry. I took a quick nap. My brain is still waking up. I just feel so tired today. Just so tired. But with that being said, it is the spice melange is the problem. The plastinium is also going to technically be a little bit of a problem too in the long run, but it's not that big of a problem. The one that's going to kill us is the spice, and the spice is the one that is a huge, like I said, it's a huge problem. So I think my game sound is so like dang low, or it's my sound. It could be just like mine. No, it's not low. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I get for doing that. Spice will be a little bit annoying to find. In the, like, I know Soul knows where it is, but, or not where it is per se, but he knows some good areas, possibly. But I don't know if he's going to be joining us today. To be fair, I didn't exactly gather people. I've been doing a pretty bad job of that lately. That's not where we want to go. We want to go over here. We want to repair... Yeah, we want to repair our full dispenser belt, which is only aluminum ingots, which is great. This one is the duraluminum. Those are both aluminum, but we don't really need them, so we're fine with that for now. Barring the carryall. Interestingly enough, no, actually. I'm going to take my... Back the other way. I'm going to take my tier 6 Thopter... Or not tier 6. Okay, my brain needs to really realign itself. I'm going to take my Assault Thopter that I think is like tier whatever. It's whatever the first tier of that Assault Thopter is. And I'm going to take her out there since she has the thruster. I do have fuel, but I'm also going to maybe take another fuel. Wee, boink. Oh. These are beginning to run out. That's fine. Take a couple extras. Also, I think there's some in her hold, if I'm not mistaken. No, but there's a ton of other stuff I never removed from her, though. That's good to know. Including spice. Sorry. My throat dried out there for some bloody reason. Including spice. Alright, hang on a minute. YouTube, there we go. YouTube wasn't running there for a second, now it is. How was Chicken's thing, by the way? That was Dupree the first time for him, right? I assume? No, we did not go to get jasmium. We went to go and get flower sand, and we went to go and get what pretty much makes... the, not duraluminum, the stravidium. Sorry. Not Stravidium. Stravidium is and titanium make. Wow. All right. I guess naps are a no-no from like now on before streams. Clearly. I have a coffee. I have my coffee right here. I always have coffee nearby usually. It was entertaining. A group of us sorry, a group of us trying to do a zero to hero with the new inventory system being the biggest threat to us. Yeah, yeah, it's still being buggy, right? So yeah, I can see that. All right, we're gonna move out in just a little bit here. We've got this now. We've got Okalina clear. We can get out there now. We're gonna make a oh right. Wait, I almost just made a grandiose mistake. It would be great. I mean, I can pick up this flower. I can pick up spice by hand, but it's not really efficient. So I might want to be carrying that with me so that I can, you know, get the spice. Also, I'm just gonna put this on that slot so I don't get confused. So 4 is my cut array, 5 is my compactor. My. Okay, I need to put music or something, cause... Nice trenching. I was listening to these songs the other day when coming back from work. The Dyson Spice variant, right? I'm actually gonna make sure there's no spice around first, though, that no spice blows occurred. Case in point, there's one. Although Gary's already angry, probably because of the wreck, so I gotta be careful because Gare Bear is in the area already. You know what, old MIDI music, but this MIDI music's amazing. Sounds a little weird to say it this way, but it is a feeling that I don't think modern music really catches, but that's because modern music is using proper creation methods. It's not the right term, but whoa! Ah! Bad! As I said, he was going for the wreck. Oh my god, that actually hurt my heart. That scared me so much. I really thought I was finally gonna be eaten. Oh my god, yeah. I knew he was around. We're actually gonna reset him already. Just to be on the safe side. We're gonna climb up already. Yo, that startled the out of me. Yo, my heart actually hurts over that. So how much do you lose if you get eaten out? Ah, you lose everything. Everything on you, all your gear. The entire Thopter, all your gear, all the equipment you're wearing, pretty much everything. Which actually makes sense. And then it triggers a cutscene I've never seen because I've never been eaten by him. Yeah, pretty much. Oh. Oh, he's already here. Interesting. My, Gare Bear's mad. I mean, I know he's passing by, but still. Yep. I get the message. I know there's still some, but frick it. Mama gets the message. Just gonna see if there's any more. There probably is. I don't know how active really like the server itself is currently. Or at all anymore. Actually, I gotta see if Shrin's wall of FU is still there. Pew pew, wep wep, hello Dr. Death. My heart still hurts. Holy jeez, that scared me so bad. My heart's like, hang on, I need to unclench my rear end. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you had a rear end? How you doing, Dr. Death? How you doing, Buck, as well, by the way? Mama needs that spice. It's Queensland cold and I'm cold-blooded. Ah! He's cold. Interesting. I know Coriel was saying something about that too. My Australian son was saying he was cold this morning. I'm like, cold? I'm like, dang. Alright. I'm good, just watching some videos on a raid gonna do here in an hour or two. Ooh! In what game? Ah! That's not what I want to open. I want to hit my thruster. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, wait, duh, probably SWOTOR, but I'll let you confirm that anyway. Spice! Nice. Keep your stupid light away from me, my ex-brethren. Nothing to do with you guys.
This is Tolliver Cam, your faithful Communinet crier, spreading the word of the Duke and reminding you that hope is not weakness. Real strength is acknowledging that it's okay to strive for and even expect a better day. We've got to approach every fresh sunrise as an opportunity to renew our bonds and strengthen our commitment to a brighter future. A future governed by hope and not fear. This is Tolliver Cam from the heart of Arakeen, guiding you through your day.
View from a mountaintop.
The pressure's building. Well, where's my damned spice? That Harkonnen bootlick
House
should
script.
be here by
Interesting.
now. There he is. Control yourself, Argus.
Celsius or Fahrenheit? I don't know what we are right now. I know it's cold in the morning and then it's nice in the day, and then it gets cold again at night. So when I do my gas run after, it's gonna be cold, like a little cold, not like dear Lord Canadian winter, but. I'm in my own little world, so if I make silly faces, it's because I'm thinking while also doing this, but also keeping, you know, an eye out for my worm child. It's funny too, Dr. Death, I saw that GIF. I was browsing my GIFs yesterday, and I saw that GIF that I send often when Gary almost eats me. It's the one when he's like getting ready to eat from his bowl. He puts on the little napkin and takes out his fork and knife, then looks down. There's nothing in his bowl. He's like, hmm? Just looking for reference, it's currently 22C 71.6F here, and I'm dusting off the boots and hoodie. Hang on, it's what is it here? It's 8 Celsius right now. And I'm gonna go out, and I go out in that in short shorts, mini skirts. I go out in that with like no socks in my boots. Sometimes like if I'm gonna go put out the garbage, I'll walk it barefoot. I won't even put boots on or like shoes or anything. Yeah, I like the cold too, so long as it's not like overly bitter. Like, I like winter for Christmas, but then, like, after a while, it can, like, you know, zip away. It can go away. Especially because it lingers in Canada. All the nope. Also, I might want to give her some fuel. Oh, the F100D's nuts, sorry, is available. I had to. It's available for pre-order on DCS's website, and that's great because that's the Super Saber. I want it, but like I don't really need it. And also because I'm waiting more for the not for the Skyhawk, for the Intruder. But it's cool that it came out. I didn't even know it was that close to coming out. I really didn't. It's one of the Sentry fighters, I believe. I believe the F100D Super Saber, or just the F100, was a Sentry fighter. Hang on. Sentry fighters. Sentry series. Yeah, it is F100. The series is F100 and F106, QF100, QF102, and 106. So pretty much it's F104 Starfighter, F100 Super Saber, whoops, didn't mean to do that, F102 Delta Dagger, which that thing looks sexy, F101 Voodoo, and F105 Thunder Chief. Now, that's the one I really want them to make, is the Thunder Chief. The Thud I really want. Spice detected. Oh yeah, I have to go check. I think I have to go check Station 51, which luckily we're nearby anyway. I hate when you hold down the button it asks, but the game doesn't understand that yet. And so you're losing literal precious seconds having to tap it again. And there's the child. Okay. When the game does weird stuff. Cool. And land. Thank you. There it is again. Holding down E and it didn't initially do anything. Anyway. I can probably get like one more okay stack on this. Actually, nah. I mean, here is, yeah, by the landing gears, actually, there's at least one stack underneath my landing gears. Hi, Gary. There's Station 51.
Move Lord Raban has made in recent
Never
memory,
mind.
darling. It's
Don't really like this song, so that's why it's kind of like... Actually, there's two. We can try to collect 2 stacks from this, even though it's stacks bigger than what was actually there, but whatever. Alright. Let's go check out Station 51, which, again, happens to be right there. Mm-hmm. Huh. Interesting. Right, there you go. Fixed it. Sorry, I was fixing something. How much... Whoa. How much spice do you need for today's objectives? A lot more than I think I can collect, personally. But I'm sure it's manageable. Oh no, it's what I thought. Okay. How much have we collected thus far? That's not bad, but that's not good. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need the deep desert. I'm gonna need the spice from the deep desert, guaranteed. But I have to be careful though, because all the good deposits are usually where the PvP is at, so. Yield DD, exactly. Ah, crap! I mean, look, I know it doesn't do anything, it just annoys me that I smack into that. Didn't they lessen the PvP side of things a while back? Yeah, they did, but what they also did was make only small deposits, like what we're finding in the Haga, also in the PvP. That's what people have been telling me. I could have sworn I remember being on stream and seeing a large one in the PvE, but now I was being told, like, Soul says he's only ever seen small ones in the PvE. And I don't remember, so I don't know if they changed it, and what I saw was the end of that, but apparently all the big ones are still in PvP. I read something about they were thinking about shutting off PvP altogether. Really? I mean, look, I don't have an aversion to PvP per se, but like, when it's where all the really, really hard to get resources are, it's a little annoying. Although I suppose it's also fair to state that it is risk versus reward and that. It's true though, it really isn't. I think it's more of a storytelling game, really. Like, it's more of a storyteller than like PvP really. I never really like in fairness, I never really saw like Conan as a good PvP game either. I definitely understand what they intended, but the game just doesn't play well enough for a good PvP. That's true. Granted, I never got to be fair, I never got to play Conan with anyone but a small group of people that I constantly play with. So I wouldn't know if there was good PvP maybe in it. In Conan. Scum is like me being on the Scum server I'm on is the first time I'm on a server where I genuinely will run into PvP. So, like, I can lose my stuff. But I've already got plans for that. I have plans on, like, not taking my good gear out if I'm gonna go into the PvP areas, because I do grow attached to my stuff, unfortunately. And I need to learn to stop doing that, but yeah. But yeah, I'm not a PvPer. I think we've had this conversation like a ton of times. A lot of us just aren't PvPers. Other way. A lot of us just aren't PvPers. And Scum is one of the few times, and Star Citizen as well, actually, is one of the too few games where like I know it's active and it's just something I gotta deal with. I've seen a couple people on my Steam list that are hardcore Hell Let Loose types playing the test. Ah, they're so lucky. That I'm throwing money at. The Vietnam version of Hell Let Loose, I'm throwing money at. Yeah, see, I'll do like Hell Let Loose, but I know I suck at it. I will do Battlefield. I know I suck at it, and then I will also do Rising Storm 2, and I know I suck at it. But I play it because they're still fun. Well, I mean, I just suck. I mean, I suck as in, like, I just suck at being able to notice the enemy and kill them in time and things like this. I'm not pro, but I did play with a lot of guys that had, like, 4K hours. Dude! Those are, like, the types of people that just turn on that and that's all they play, which is okay, actually. Like, I would okay, so, like, I like my streaming and everything, but I kind of wish I had more time for DCS. Technically, I could by sponging a lot of my schedule, but I feel like if I sponge a lot of my schedule, then my streams just won't feel the way that they used to, or they usually do. But I love DCS, I just can't do it every time. I just can't do it all the time. They did the competitive games, too. That's pretty cool. Like, for example, I haven't installed it yet, which is a crime, but I don't think I can stream it. But I actually been invited to the Gallipoli playtest. I probably wasn't supposed to say that, so oopsies, but I have yet to actually test it out. I've had the invite for a little bit now. I've had it for a couple of days, so. Because, you know, me and my World War I series. Don't really like how it's becoming more progressively Battlefield, though. Now apparently they have a stretcher bearer, which is effectively a medic, and I'm like, cool, I guess. Isanzo introduced, like, bandages, and then now they've got a full-on medic class, and I'm like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Alright, now starts the painful searching as well. That's the other thing about being in the DD, is it gets a little hard to find the spice as well, because, I mean, it's expensive. They are good, but I like the original World War I games, like Verdun and Tannenberg, they had you just heal your wounds, which is also very old COD. I mean, that's very old Medal of Honor, maybe not Medal of Honor, actually, but COD and, like, first COD, the first couple of CODs. Actually, most CODs, actually. Love playing the healer. Close you get to the PvP area, more spice you'll see. Okay. Figures. Aha! Speaking of, though, there's a small one. So let's at least go take it, because any spice is better than no spice. I don't know, I like the way Izzy and Verdun played, but I understand that there has to be a like, in order for the World War I series to become more popular, which is how Izzy became popular, they had to depart from their old system that I think a lot of people had a lot of trouble dealing with. I didn't have trouble dealing with it, I liked it, but I understand the need. Ooh. Um, so that's why Isanzo was much more popular than Tannenberg or Verdun, though Verdun is still more popular than Tannenberg, which kind of makes me sad because Tannenberg is where I first was introduced to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Gary's already here, but that's because he was in the sector, or rather in vicinity, so I know because that's his music. I'm hoping they have more. I'm hoping that, you know, Gallipoli just brings them more success. I like the World War One series. And I'd like them to keep making fronts. I mean, you know, excuse my language, but shit, I didn't think they would do a Sanzo, you know, up in the Italian Alps and things like this. And I really didn't think they'd do Gallipoli. But it's not just Gallipoli. The title is simply Gallipoli, but it's also not Anatolia. It's also in the Middle East. It's also the British fighting at Kut and up the Euphrates and whatnot against the Ottomans as well. So, like, it's all fronts I didn't think we would actually get to see for World War One. World War One already gets barely touched, right? And now we're seeing, like, all these fronts that are only literal dreams for people like me. So that's exciting. I just, like I said, I just don't like how it's becoming more like Battlefield, that they introduced, you know, a medic, a healer, and whatnot. Which is funny because I'm the medic, air quotations, in Scum, but I'm only the medic in Scum because my higher medical skill was because I needed to survive if I was playing Scum alone, and for a long while I was, for a good amount of time, not a long while, but for a fair amount of time I was alone, and so I needed to make sure that I could survive when alone. So I just simply became the medic out of, like, the skills, and not because, you know, I don't mind being a medic, but I mean, yeah, I know I'm rambling, but my point is like, I'm going to love Gallipoli for what it's worth, because again, World War One games don't exist much. Yes, there's Battlefield 1, I know. But that one was hard for me. And Verdun, though the first of the series... Oh, hello. And Verdun, though the first of the series, was also the again, this is another thing, it's the overused Western Front. Which, if there is a World War One game, it's always the Western Front. For example, that recent World War One game that came out there on Steam, the one, you know, it's got like X amount of people versus X amount of people, whatever, it's Western Front again, and it's like, okay, cool, like, I get it, it's the most iconic, but this is probably why I gravitate more towards the WW1 series, because at least they're touching other fronts, like Tannenberg and the Western, and then Tannenberg wasn't just Tannenberg, by the way. The title is simply Tannenberg, but it has Romania, it has Przemysl Fortress. In Galicia, it has Galicia as well. It has the actual Carpathian Mountains. Yeah. Gotta go, 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 go. That was cutting it very close. And although the Australians already do exist in Verdun, it's nice to see that they're going to have actual complete love this time. So that's going to be exciting. Anzac troops, so that's going to be cool. So technically it's Anzac, actually. It's not just Australian, but it's New Zealand, too. Yeah. That's going to be cool, because now there's another game with Mr. Dress Up, so that's going to be great. picking what my Australian or what my French soldier is gonna look like, or picking what my Ottoman will wear. That's gonna be great. And they'll no doubt, and they'll no doubt do the same thing they did with Izzy. There's gonna be, yeah, but nobody can understand them. Ah. But I know they're gonna do the cosmetic packs like Izzy did. So you're gonna have also access to cosmetic packs that give you more hats, more beards, more glasses, and other items you can put on your guys and stuff. God, you know, that's a series I haven't touched in forever, though, the World War Ones. They used to be a staple on my stream. There's a lot of games that were a staple and accidentally fell off. U-Boat, for example, returning U-Boat was pretty much returning a game that was a staple as well of my streams. And then Silent Hunter. I'm eventually going to have to put Silent Hunter back as well. Here, let's grab what's by the gears, the feet. Since I'm pretty sure Gary is on his way, no doubt. That's another thing, though. At least collection is actually easier in the DD, because the worm actually has to get to you. He isn't automatically just in your vicinity. There's another one. He isn't automatically in your vicinity. Oh, mind you, it's not that they're automatically in your vicinity, granted. In the Haga Basin, there's actually more than one worm. So also that helps centralize their responses. Here, that's, first off, the DD is massive. And so it takes them time, even if there is more than one, which there is. It takes them time to get to you. Alright, let's try to finish cleaning this up. Whoa. I'll read that in just a second. But I think I know where you're going with that. I read it quickly, like I read like only a portion rather. I didn't read it quickly, but I read a portion. Whee! Boink. Alright, we're done. Up, up, and away. Ooh. Okay, that one hasn't popped yet. But it will. Whoops. Farming DD is way easier than in the basin. It is. It's insane. It's actually insane. You can get so much more flower sand out here than you do in the basin. And the only reason the basin was doable was because of the spot that, you know, Shrin has put the FU wall on. Okay, that one hasn't popped yet. Not yet. Good. We are going further out, though. I like that. I like that a lot. No, it did pop. Interesting. I don't trust landing there to take that just yet, to be frankly honest. Oh my god, there's another one over there. I should probably log in tomorrow and power my base up. Yeah, you probably should. Actually, speaking about Conan before, I'm keen to see what the EU5 rework will look like. Ooh, are they doing a rework to it? Ooh, more jiggly boobs. First tank thought, boobs, and that's a tank thought. Jiggly boobs, exactly. That's why I play Scum. Actually, I like Scum. It's just that one of the main reasons I play Scum is to do the nudity. Okay. However, I heart boobs. So do I. Releases Revenge of the Fifth. Oh, nice. I enjoy Scum, but one of the selling points, although not the major selling point, surprisingly, is the nudity. Actually, what got me into Scum was the fact that guns jam. I thought the way that they detail the guns is pretty cool. But with that being said, that sounds fascinating. Whole new engine should breathe life into the game, although the game doesn't need it. I know the game is still very popular. It's kind of like Ark. Ark just does not seem to go away. I remember playing that back when it was literally new shit. Literally, it was new. It was the new kid on the block, and it was still, like, way early. Okay, I think I'm, testing my luck now. Although, it's interesting to see how much time I... Yeah, there we go. There he is. I'm just cheering that it apparently goes from 120 gig file size down to 40. Oh my god, yes, but to be fair, I'm not a huge survival game fan. I hated Ark. Okay, that's fair. Sorry, I didn't see the I hated Ark part. Yeah, I just like that I could have a massive army of Dilophosaurus. I love Dilophosaurus, and with that being said, at some point I have to pick up the new Jurassic Park game because I actually enjoyed doing that on stream. Naming all of my dinosaurs and just genuinely caring for them was actually something I really liked. And then yelling at them as I named them. Like, for example, the T-Rex name was Fifi, and every time she was, you know, getting out and breaking the fences, I'm like, Fifi, be good! The raptors and all, like, pissing me off. Actually, it was the raptors who would let Fifi out, actually. The raptors would break out of their enclosure, and then they'd let the T-Rex out. Dilophosaurus are running around spitting people's eyes. I'm like, oh, this is a nightmare. Then just as I contain all the creatures, a monsoon comes and wrecks the power, and then the fence... And then the monsoon wrecks the power, the fences turn off, and then again everybody's getting out, or the monsoon wrecks the fences. That's always fun. There was survival in Ark. My whole experience with that game was spawn, get eaten, spawn, get eaten. Exactly. Although, to be fair, Scum is almost along the same line of spawn, get killed, spawn, get killed. Like when you're new, at least. I'm gonna pick up that one little batch, because every little bit helps. Ow. Alright, up and away. And that other one was around here somewhere. Mine was spawn, get shot by AKs over and over. Oh my god, in which one? Finally get away. Sorry, nope. Dude is on a T-Rex running down. Okay, never mind. Only because, to be fair, like, Scum has AKs as well, so I got a little confused there. I was like, oh, sheesh, you tried Scum? That's awesome. No, yeah, that too. Yeah, that too, yeah. How much have we collected? Ooh. Not bad. Let's Or they have the flying mounts too, and they're chasing you down with that as well. Yeah. Now, if I'm quick enough and I let Gary pass, I actually think I can eat these ones up, giggity. Really quickly. Although... to be fair, I am leaving itty-bitty bits behind, but... it's okay, because I'm only grabbing the majorities. Up, up, and away! Oh, Ark? Yeah. Yeah, I used to love it. Like, I really did. Like, when I first played it, and it was new, and it was fresh, it was awesome. And then, like Arma, I unfortunately got bored. Though Arma was also mainly because Arma was something I played for so darn long that I literally am burned out. With that being said, I am waiting for this new Arma 4. I am curious to see what the time frame for it will be. Supposedly, I guess it's going back to Cold War, and it's not going to be futuristic. That was one of the major things that I didn't like about 3, was it was like futuristic, and I was like, that one already exploded, so it's safe to go and collect it. Echo 8, baby! Entering Echo 8! Aye aye! Oh, I guess because it, yeah, I guess because it just exploded, Gary is on the move. That actually makes sense. Kind of wish it didn't explode on the side of a dune, but whatever. Oh, scheisse. My greed is gonna get me killed. Uh-huh. I'm well aware. There he is. Oh, I did not know they added the exosuits to Starship Troopers. I recently discovered that. Like, it's not new. Like, that update was months ago. But I didn't know that the Babber, the whatever, like, it's got an interesting name, is there. I did not know that. That's exciting. That's a community day game, though. I'm going to set that as a community day game. Try to gather as many people as possible for it. Literally see if I can't create an entire squad of like 16 people. would be cool to fill up a server with most of people I know or all people that I know. I'm overweight. Not anymore. Boink. Come on. Mm-hmm. Hello, boyo. I have no clue what possessed me to say it that way. Wait, is this fart cloud still in the air? Jeez, ooh. Anyway. That's high enough. Now I'm just gonna wait till he passes, even though it's theoretically safe to already go down there. Because he's gonna go away and then he's gonna come back, but it's okay. I'll just wait a little bit. Just watch him. Just watch him. There you go. Can go down now. Oh, Okalina's gonna need fuel soon again. Luckily, we still have a large fuel cell on us. She a thirsty girl. Whew. It's good enough. Leave the schmutz. Gotta love that the thruster actually helps you literally go vertical. Is there any left? Yeah, there is. What are we looking at here? Not bad. Not bad. However, because I have only the starter... Oh, here comes the PvP change. And we are now in PvP. But because I only have the starter spice refinery, it's going to be inefficient. Which is also where I'm losing a lot of potential spice, unfortunately. Ha! Massive uncircumcised, you know what? Whoa. Up, up, and away. Again. There we go. 30 seconds to change back, but whatever. Oh! There's one all the way down there, and that's going to be one of the big ones. I want to be. I'm going to go scout it out at least. There's one over there. I'm going to scout it out, but I actually, if I was wise, I'd RTB first and drop what I've collected before I lose it all. They're all popping. Plus there's one like right there. Not big though. They look like they're tiny. That one in the distance might not be. That's a big one right there. I'm gonna scout it out so I know where it's at. And then I'm going to swoop down, grab a little bit, and I'm going to RTB. I think it would be wise for me to return to base, also make another fuel cell, and drop off what I've already got before I lose the whole goddamn lot. Oh yeah, that's the money. Sorry, I had a momentary moment of panic there. I thought I heard something, so I was like, wait a second. I'm on. Come on, Ocarina, now's not the time. I like how I'm like, I'll grab some. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually. That's some good stuff, by the way. Haven't had it in forever. One more, and then we'll fly off before I become bug splatted. Extend your wings, little lady. Go. Whoops. That's what I meant to turn off. Ugh, whatever. Woohoo! Fuel usage and overheating. Awesome. We'll also do the Arakeen trick. We'll also go and get water for free at Arakeen before we return as well, because might be slightly cheap, but hey. There we go. Up, up, and away. Nice. Sorry, I was looking at something else. I was looking at Rumble. Apparently I've got 9 or 10 followers now, which is awesome. No viewers, but that's okay. I am still young on... sounds wrong, I guess, when I say it that way, but I'm still new on Rumble. And YouTube as well, technically. The YouTube channel is more or less older, but yeah. Oops, I totally forgot to turn the music back on.
The news I hear about...
Be vigilant and watch the sands.
Up, up, little one. Not sure if we're directly flying towards the exit. Yeah, we are. That will help me better, though. There we go. I should have thought about doing that before. Same thing to get back to the spice. I'll do that again with the spice. When I come back, I know it's up in this corner, so. Ooh, I can vote again for the scum server. Woohoo! I'm gonna do that while the Thopter just, you know, cruises. There we go. Nice. Okay. That's the only thing. That spice is way out there, which makes sense. And also the assault thopters are not the fastest, obviously. The scouts are, but scouts, I think, the scout can only have either the cargo or the thruster. I don't think it can't. Without cargo, it can't carry anything. So you kind of have to pick, really, what it will do. I mean, you can make it a transport variant. No, like, you mean like a transport thopter? Because most of them are if you give them the cargo holds, the cargo attachments. Yeah, it's not a specific one, it's just any thopter can be a transport if you give them the cargo hold. Which are what those boxes on the side are, I believe, on this one, yeah. Yeah, that's what the boxes on the side are. There's the hole. Actually, I should have taken the time to look at this while I was here. Dude, what? Yo, I don't even... That needs like 1,000 spice just to make it. Bruh. What about the medium? The medium needs 135 spice melange. Oops. Oh, didn't have to even do that. Whoops. Wondering if I should build the newer spice refinery first. Try to get more out of it. Maybe. But you need, it's funny, you need spice to make the spice. Which is fine, you do, but like... Well, not for the first one, I don't think. Because I'd like to cut down on the waste, honestly. Like, the waste is actually what's killing me. That's a good question, actually. I actually don't know if it says it. It probably does say it, but I have to look at it. Once we land back at the base, we will. Speaking of Verdun, there goes Xenomorph into Verdun, though you guys can't see that, I guess. Or it went away already, but yeah. Up, up, and away, baby girl. I will, like I said, when I land, I'll see. I don't know if it tells you that. It might. I think it's under the, you hit Alt and it gives you more information. I know for weapons and armors and stuff it does that, but... Because it might be beneficial to just make the new one. Try to get every bit of spice I can out of it, because it is a little annoying that though the first one is impressive to have and see, it annoys me that, like, it's obviously extremely inefficient. Okay, let's hurry this up. Believe it or not, well, actually, no, wait. First, we have to remove what's in the Thopter. So, hang on a second. Come on, open the door. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Unrefined spicy meatballs. Oh, we already made one. Haha. Clever girl. Never mind. Okay, so, that's water. It's base building. There it is. So that one, no, it doesn't tell you, but... No, it doesn't tell you, unfortunately. Still, we don't have the 135 spice melange, and we don't have the 225 silicone blocks. The silicone blocks are not that hard to do. Spice melange is kind of what's going to annoy me. Because if I do the spice melange, I can get only 70 out of it. That is so irritating. Ay, ay, ay. Right, so what I'm taking away from this is I may still have to invest in that first, though, to make this work. Because, like, 7 spice by 6, so 7 times 6, like, then one of these at 42, one of these at 42, one of these at 40. It's not that bad, but still 61, but still, like...
We just need to stick together and remember. I think Arrakis is a lifeless tundra. but they couldn't have it more.
We may not even see any action for quite some time.
I listened to these like a bajillion times. I mean, I should unlock it. It should still be something I've unlocked, but... And the silicone blocks are really not that hard to make. Silicone blocks are actually easy. Hang on. We have how much? Sorry. I already forgot. That's because my brain is tripping on itself a little bit. We have 42, so I was right. So 225 minus the 42, because I don't want to make more than I have to, is 183, because math was never my friend. Only 70 out of what we have. Oh, yo. Okay, well. Anyway, it won't matter because I need tons of spice. Even with the next one, we're still gonna need it because the next one will be more efficient, but it won't be heavily efficient. I don't think. So in the end, we'll still need tons of the stuff. So. Could you borrow someone else's better spice rack? I mean, actually, no, I can't, actually. Unfortunately, the rules of the challenge stipulate I'm actually not allowed anybody's help, including their equipment. Because if I was, I would have taken Sage's carryall, and I would have taken her her spice crawler. That's why I'm doing this painfully by hand, because the rules are that I'm not allowed. Nobody can help me, and I have to use everything of my own. Kill enemies with a standard sword. Lovely. Fabricate a standard sword. Fun. Sorry for all the yawning I'm going to be doing. For some reason today I just don't feel great. Like, even right now I just don't feel so good. I'm supposed to do my gas run later, but like, I don't know now. I was feeling fine until a few minutes ago. Ah, boink. Las guns. Ah, Soul is in Discord. Excellent. I think I sent Discord already. Yes, I did. Hello.
Where is the dangerous? That's not it. I gotta go get more jasmium. I'm completely out.
Valid. Coming. Yes, yes, SSDs. I know. I bitch at myself about this all the time. I get it. Yeah. Alright. Back to that spice. If nobody has come and vacuum sucked it. Alright, sorry about that. Spice fields, or spice beds, are rich areas covered in spice melange. These are ideal locations to harvest spice. No, really. Okay. And if it's still there, like, that's the thing, right? Like, I know it says it's there, but that doesn't mean anything. That just means that's where there was a field. Wrong way. Okay, you're rocking again. Stop. Oh yeah. Interestingly, the point is never specifically where you're trying to tell it. It's always like hovering or something.
You're going out to the deep dick.
Yeah, I need the spice bad. Or the stopper's never gonna effing get done. Like I was telling Sage, at this point, the challenge is more of an annoyance now than anything else.
Is it a big field or is it a small, tiny one?
Near enough is good enough. It's true. It's a big one. It's in PvP.
It's the fucking... Where the hell is Gary at?
He's everywhere.
There he is. Right in front of me. 'Cause I gotta drive the buggy out to the radiation zone, which means I have to avoid him for about 2 500-meter spans.
Yeah.
Going that way. He's out there far enough now that I can quickly do this.
Sorry. It would probably help if he wasn't more than one.
Yeah, that would help.
Cause like the DD, like there's so much time, especially if you wait until he passes, there's so much time before he comes back.
Yeah, there's like one worm for like 10 sectors.
Yeah. And he usually tends to be more interested in the wreckage and the spice fields that are exploding first, so Unless you go to one that just exploded like I did before, then yeah, he's already in the vicinity there because he's going for that, but...
Oh, shit.
What up?
Oh, fuck. I don't know what the hell that was. I still got one thief I can place down, so I'm probably going to put one outside the radiation zone and just keep this buggy down there and then use my other one to get the aluminum.
Valid. Well, judging by that explosion, that's a pretty big one. I actually might have to inspect that. I could be
There's another
wrong.
one.
Could be a standard, but
I mean, a spice blow I see on your screen.
yeah, and it looks like it could be big. And in the safety of the PvE. Though I could be wrong. It could just be vibrant and beautiful, and it could be a tiny little schmutz like I've been collecting all night. Speaking about Rex, there's one.
Yeah, they only give you like 550 for one of the small ones, but it's... At least you don't have to worry about PvP douches.
True, but I'm never going to get anywhere because now I just realized that it would help if I upgrade my spice refinery so that I can stop losing so much, and well, lo and behold, that needs spice too, and it's like
I have the tier 2 spice
Yeah.
refinery at my place right now.
that's what I'm going to build.
You can use mine if you want.
Not allowed.
Not allowed.
Challenge rules are nobody's equipment. All my own. This is why it's taking so long.
Fucking...
That's why
Where'd you go, Gary?
if I was allowed, I would have taken Sage's carryall and her vacuum sucker, and I would have done this already. Also, I'm not allowed aid. I'm not allowed, like, pretty much, so like nobody can be in the carryall. Like I'm not allowed it anyway. But, well, the carryall, yes, but not the crawler. However, yeah, like no one could be aiding me with that by picking me up when Gary gets angry.
I gotta make more pills.
You could ask about the refinery rate comparison then. Oh, that's true though. Actually, would you know what the comparison is, the refinery rate on that tier 2 compared to the 1?
It's 750 spice to refine into 10 spice melange.
And obviously that's better than that starter one, I would hope.
I think it's better.
It's probably faster if anything.
It is faster.
Cuz like because that's where like
I don't know if it's more efficient, but I know it's quicker.
Okay, so maybe efficiency's not what you gain, maybe it's just speed perhaps. Oh my god, I think this is a big one.
Yeah, it's a pile of water and 750 spice sand to make 10 spice melange.
Oh boy, it's a big one, and it's in the PvE. Ha ha ha.
Oh, that's a big one?
Yep. Although, I feel like it hasn't exploded yet again, because there's a lot of purple here, and I don't feel comfortable being here right now. And also, if I don't get away from it and it does explode again, I go bye-bye.
Oh, that if it's already exploded once, I don't think it explodes again.
Oh, okay, oh, okay. Oh, so it's not, okay, no, that's...
Just the cloud is going back down, and,
Okay, it's true, it's if it's geysering, it's going to explode.
No,
Oh,
yeah, like,
wrong.
if it's bubbling at the surface, that's when you gotta get away. You'll see the geyser effect and a little bit of bubbling and stuff.
And that's when the voice in the head goes, "Oh, fucking run!"
Yeah.
I've been close to them, but never close enough to take damage, but I've been close to one when it went off, and I was like, whoa.
I haven't died to one, but I have been pretty close as well.
Gary almost got me earlier at the beginning of the stream. I need to clip it. So the spice I was getting right outside Jorik and I's base was right next to a wreck, a crashed wreck. And what ended up happening was the camera zoomed out like Gary was gonna eat me because he was gonna eat the wreck, but it was so close that my heart actually hurt for like a good 5 minutes because I got startled. I thought I was gonna be eaten for the first time finally. Fuck, backpack's full.
Alright, Gary is behind me now. I gotta span this gap, this next 300-meter gap between the Harkonnen base and the next rock island.
There's Gary. Hi, love. Yeah, I'm stealing your poop. Phrasing! Well, I mean, I didn't get in the eye, so I'm fine. If I got in the eye, I'd be pretty pissed. Dude, this cloud is not going away.
There's Gary again.
Yep.
Going in the fucking circle.
Which
I'm
he does,
watching
which
Gary
is
on my
impressive.
screen and your screen.
Sorry?
I'm just watching the red marker on your screen. I'm like, where's he at?
Right. Well, he already went, but I can hear the music, which means he's probably still in the vicinity. I didn't give him enough time, but I honestly don't want to lose any of this to, like, other players, like, as shitty as that attitude is. Speaking of Gare Bear. If you got it in the eye, you'd be pissed. Water sports? Ah! You know what? I had a coworker ask me about that if I was into that. And I was like, no. Oh.
Almost. I got one more gap to go.
There. Wow, these conversation topics are getting worse. The phrasing is not helping. Oh, I think he's coming back already. Oh, okay. You're talking about gaps, I'm talking about getting it in the eye, and then I'd be pissed, and then freaking Buck's going, so water sports? And I'm like, ugh. I had a coworker ask me that one day. He had an interest in me at the other company, and he was like, so, you into water sports? I'm like, bruh. I'm like, no. Hardest no in the world. Gary's ready for another round already. Exactly. Yeah, there's another spice blow in the distance. Nice. They're plentiful tonight. I know, sometimes you come out here and there's none. There's zero. You waste so much of your fuel just flying around looking for these things that don't exist. You're like, that's great. Oh, Gare Bear's right there. Hang on. Let's let him go there, because... Oh my god, there's another one in the distance. There's one to the north. There was another one that just happened to the southwest. Oh, Tech's on the Wicked Wench, by the way.
Okay.
So we have Sage, you, I, and Tech now. Tech found NVGs. He's like, you can sell these undoubtedly for the shotgun, because I told him. I was like,
Yeah, because everybody on the server is afraid of the fucking dark.
Actually, you know, that was a topic of conversation today in the chat, actually. People were like, why is there no nighttime on this server? And someone was like, because it's very short. And then someone else goes, yeah, but even when it's short, people still vote for day. And the person's like, why? And someone else is like, because everyone's a massive pussy.
It's
and
fucking true, though.
It is, and I agreed. I went into the chat and was like, yeah, I know, a bunch of crybabies up in here. You know? I'm like, when night does happen on this server, I told the new person, I'm like, when night happens on this server, it's not long enough. I'm like, it's literally 4 hours at tops in-game. And then people still vote for it to be day. Because someone asked, that was their question. They're like, why is it always day? And I'm like, oh god, here comes the $1 million question. Yeah, my parents are home. I wonder how their dinner was. Ooh, Gare Bear. Like how he spits out a bunch of sand. It's like the fun. Or he gets covered in sand. Like it's weird. Like he pukes it up and then it just engulfs him and then he goes under. It's like what? Of course, the song I was waiting for is playing because I completely freaking forgot to turn the damn radio back on. Granted, I have these songs in my game list, but still, it's nice to hear them in the game though.
Kind of weird. I'm not in the actual radiation zone right now, but the game is treating it like it is.
Yeah, there's always that sweet spot that seems completely busted. It's like right on the edge, and it's like, you're getting radiation. I'm like, but I'm not surrounded by the blue sparkly stuff, so... What the hell, game?
Yeah. Alright.
Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Compact faster, please. Compact faster. Thank you. Because I saw Gary in the distance. Actually, he's right there. Was right there. You know, one thing I've noticed? There's always either a bird or something else following you in this, and I'm wondering if that's supposed to be Noctua. Like the bat. The Centaurus bat. I'm wondering. Because, I mean, there's just a bird, there's just something flying over me while I'm collecting spice, and it's like, but why would it randomly be out here? Like, I can see near the, like, the rock islands, but... I wonder if that's Noctua. I wonder if that was always intentional. Would be kind of cool, actually, that's a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say anything. Hmm?
Fuck you, son. Well,
Right?
not but it's son, but still.
What happened?
I said it's not the sun, but it's still just annoying.
I mean, it is the sun theoretically. It is daylight. That's another thing. Collecting flower sand or spice, or really anything, is so much better at night as well because you're not being roasted.
Let's put this right about here.
Oh yeah. These spice fields take time when you're doing this by hand. But the trade-off is it's a lot of spice. Yeah, see? Just one field alone is already 2 stacks.
Storage.
There you go. And this is the other song that I like. Oh, or not. Yeah, my character can lift the she can lift the chest to a certain extent now. So I was trying to empty them out. I was trying to bring back everything. Like, we still have to go to the cave. Actually, I'm worried about the cave ones because I think those ones are gonna degrade
Oh yeah, probably.
if they haven't already. Mind you, I don't know really what we left back there, honestly, but. Spice it. I guess there's some underneath the Thopter? No, there isn't. Because it would have told me. It's okay. Hmm.
Move this.
Another one. Or it could be one of the...
Character sounds like they're walking on water, but it's on the stone surface of the foundation.
Right. Yeah, there we go. There is another one that just exploded. Erupted, actually, is the proper term.
This one.
Gary bleeped off, so I can come on down. Yeah. Mind you, Gary was never necessarily here. He was probably in the vicinity, but he wasn't on, he wasn't converging on my position. But... Ah! Ocarina sliding, scheisse. That's why I hate when they're on the side of dunes. This now somewhat complicates things. Because, of course, you know, I don't blame her for sun's going down. Awesome sauce. Time to get up there. Just get. Where you at, Gare Bear? It's the same one.
The Baron kept a stockpile of ancient siege artillery from the old...
Opportunity to prove you...
Well, there goes the Thopter. Again. I should have put her up there. But whatever. I can also just, not sprint, but... Oh my god, I can repulse her, like, down. It will be quicker. Gary's nearby. I might want to make this the last one I pick up for now, because... As I said, he's nearby. Like this, I can do that. There he is. He's breached, finally. There you are. You got something in your teeth. Sorry. Not what I meant to do. Almost. Hysterically enough, that was Gary. Yep. He came around again. He was like, "Hi, Mom." I'm like, ugh. Ah, that was a quick breach on top of that. There we go. How full is Okalina? Probably not even remotely. Just kind of wish she wasn't, like I said, on...
The final outcome?
Doesn't matter. The whole thing's been compromised. The twins cheated. Everybody saw.
Okay. Well, folks, the competition is more intense than ever. The final showdown between the Grey Lady, the twins Morani, and the Fremen is just around the corner. Stay tuned to see who will emerge victorious in the man trap.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen network for live updates and all the most intense moments. The competition is heating up, and the final confrontation is near, here in the Man Trap. Don't miss it.
There's another 20 refined, right? Hysterically enough, it's exactly accurate. Very painful process. There's Gary. Figured as much.
Him you fight for. To keep him alive.
Go be good. Actually, if I was wise, I'd allow the compactor to start compacting them already before picking up the ones that are already compacted. Three. Oh, come on. Sticky context. Speaking of pain, having another flare-up, switching into lurker mode. Alright, thank you. I hope the pain goes away very quickly. I hope it, you know, goes right out the window very fast. Here comes Gary. Hear him again. Hello, little one. There he is. I was like, whoa, is he already gone? No way. No, he's not. He's right there. Wasn't this just the same song? Sure. What is it you need to make the toolboxes again? You said it was very easy.
So you need like 2 nails or 2 bolts, some rope, planks, and a tool.
Okay.
I believe that's what it is. I haven't checked in a while.
Because right now I'm near the resort town again to go and look for toolboxes just in case.
Okay.
And worst case scenario, what I'll do is I'll also just sell them. If the ones to make them are that easy, I'll just sell these ones or use them on my equipment. I'm trying to get the shotgun. I'm almost there. I think I've got something like 4 grand. I think so far. It's about 8 grand. It's about 8,429. Like something very specific like that. S-Case is more. S-Case is like 12 grand. It does get the bayonet though, and it does have the awesome stripper clips though. It's cool, but I want the shotgun. I want the war crimes. Just miffed that the M1 bayonet doesn't go on it, or it doesn't have a bayonet. Last 2 and then I'm gonna bounce back. Oh, crud. Forgot I can only carry so much anyway. Oops, forgot to send out my just forgot to send my messages out on X. That's no bueno. Why not? Why can't you send it? Come on, send it out on freaking. What the hell's your problem? Your account may not be allowed to perform this action. Why the not? Ay, 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 ay. I need to get onto the other one that Sage was telling me about. Hang on. Sorry, we're just gonna have here for a second. Okay. Alright, try this like one last time, and then if not. No, apparently I'm not allowed to perform this action.
This building is officially out of the radiation zone. It's just got that blue like
Oh, because I got signed out.
Sparkly bits flying around.
Okay. Okay, I'll deal with that later. I don't got patience right now. Just deal with constant technical issues. And now, by now, I think that spice, yeah, that spice disappeared. Spice, the spice actually disappears after a while. The piles, they don't stay forever. I don't know if they depile and they go back into the ground or not, I don't think so, but... Or collapse, not depile. What are we looking at? Alright. Let's back to focusing. Ooh! Not bad, but once again, I'm pretty sure not going to be efficient, though. That's probably where the problem lies. That's going to be where the problem lies, actually.
He was well regarded by the crew. Stands noble name. We've lit the stars with honor's flame. And though my journey's end is near, House Atreides, shed no tear. For in the halls where heroes rest, where valor shines, where hearts are blessed, we'll meet again in timeless peace, where all our pains and trials cease. Powerful words that remind us of the courage and resolve that lives in every Atreides heart.
I haven't played Spice Wars in forever. I did enjoy the smugglers. The smugglers were pure like memes, but I really enjoyed being House Carino though, and having the calling the conscripts baby Sardaukar. That was really funny. Sardaukar were really good troops. Expensive though to field. Okay, for a second I thought there were two. I was gonna be like, uh-oh. It's double trouble. Let's try another landing area here. Let's try up here. Daylight's coming, lovely. Little Moadib. Sorry, just trying to see something for a second. Huh. Okay, cool, whatever. Never mind. This is way more important than that. I'll deal with that later. she's just sliding, so that's great. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's too steep, so she's just gonna go wherever she wants to go. Lovely. No, she actually stopped. Looks like she managed to hook her little foot in there.
Now I got a structure built in this zone.
Oh, you got a structure built over by the Jasmium?
Yep.
Nice.
It's in the southwest corner where there's no radiation next to one of the
Right.
crashed ships that also has no radiation. So that's nice.
That actually is nice.
It's the only crash ship in this zone that is not engulfed in the radiation. Still has enemies in it, of course, but
It's probably the front, right? It's not even like, it's probably not even the engine room. Its engine room is probably somewhere else. Its engine room is probably in the radiation.
it's the engineering section. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
the middle of the fucking ship. The rest of it is just gone.
They probably didn't need that. Dude, nice.
Okay, now I gotta... Oh, the building is completely contained, so it's good. Has big enough area for a vehicle to drive into. And what else?
One last pile and then back up again. $664 spice sand. Nice. Drink all my stored water. And what's in my catch pockets, in other words.
I'm gonna set the door to public though, so people that are in this area can get out of the sandstorm. Ding. Oh, look at that. Spice blow, like, I don't know, 200 meters away.
Nice.
Just, my whole screen turned purple.
I like the shockwave that comes from it. That's how you know when you're like, oh, spice blow. You see, boom.
Well, this one I saw straight through the window. I was just like watching the sunset, and then suddenly purple explosion and took up my entire screen.
Jeez. They are impressive to watch.
This one's probably... right by the quicksand, though.
Of course it is. Ah! DJ Joe.
Yeah, I'm already here. I might as well grab it.
I was gonna say, might as well.
I've got my compactor on me.
Good.
Compact compactor Mark IV.
Nice.
Fucking door, stop automatically closing.
Hey there. Why, hello, beautiful. How are you? Doing okay enough. Aw, just okay enough. I mean, I guess.
Gary.
Everywhere. New answer. Just where's Gary? Everywhere. It's logical.
Wiggle, wiggle, worm cult.
Yes! Fucking Mad Coffee and his Wiggle Wiggle Worm Cult. Fucking forgot about that. Whoa, Gary just went by.
It'd be nice to get everybody back together because there's more content now, so.
Would be, yeah. I'm trying not to get myself overexcited, but I like how more and more people are playing Scum right now. I just don't want to get myself too excited because Scum is one of those games that like people pick up, but then they drop very quickly because reasons.
I hear Gary now.
I
Took a while.
just had a Gary go by.
I can collect. Oh, not collect. I can compact the entire small patch before Gary even notices because
It's awesome.
compact compactor.
Okay, wait. Are you using that one that like generates less noise?
Yeah. Worm attraction intensity is medium. Gather rate is also medium.
Right. Okay. Here I am using the industrial one because I ain't got time for shit.
It's got the gather rate of a Mark V. Half as much worm attention.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, sandstorm in Mina Sector. In 5. Alright. Time to return anyway. Okalina's getting full, so what else? Yeah, she's almost full anyway. I mean, I know it's 5 minutes, unlike the 2 minutes or less that you get in the fucking Mason, but still.
Sector weather alert.
4 minutes.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, I won the lottery. I won another lottery on the Scum server, and I got 3 stacks of 12 carbon bolts, and I think metal. The metal I think are better than the carbon. I was like, oh, bro, yes. And yesterday I won the lottery for a random hiking backpack, so we have a yellow hiking backpack now available for somebody.
That'll be convenient when we're going out getting supplies from like the rail yard.
Yeah.
I still want to get one of those tandem use bikes.
Yeah.
So the person that's carrying the heaviest load can be on the passenger seat. The other person who's
Can
not
bike?
carrying much of anything can be the bicyclist.
Yeah, we just have to hope the sun is not at its apex, because there will be the
Sector
blitz
weather
situation
alert.
all
A
over
large
again.
sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, he
What-
passed out and just fucking fell off the bike.
And he did that more than once, like... While we're slowly going and... yeah, there it is. That's the D's Nuts 5, and then there was the one there, but that's in PvP, but that's okay. We'll finish collecting this one first, and then we'll go for the PvP. Plus, maybe we have enough to make the new medium refinery.
He's coming back. I got about half the spice. 3/5 of it.
Let's push it to the limit. Come on, baby girl. Swoosh! And then there was the wheelbarrow. That was funny too, when it was one of us sitting in it, and the other one was pushing it.
Yeah, I believe I had my LMG out on that one.
Yeah, that was way too funny. This game is weird and funny at the same time. It's weird, fun, and funny at the same time. I left the boat, by the way, at the place. I hoofed it to where I am, because I didn't want to take the boat and then leave it, and then you have to hoof it, so...
Yeah.
I'm by the resort town, like I said, looking, because the resort town up north-ish, like northwest of it, it has a convenience store, but next to it there has a garage, and in that garage I find at least 2 tool kits all the time. So that's where I've been farming those right now. That's also where I found the chainsaw the other day, along with the rebar cutter and the drill. No, not the rebar cutter, the drill and the chainsaw. I mean, we still have time. Oh no, we're out of the sector. Never mind, we're out of its path, so it's not going to touch us, but...
413.
What are you up to, pretty lady?
Gary's just going in big giant circles around here. He's like, I know you're there, motherfucker. He's like popping his snoot up and he's like, come on out, bitch. I just smack him on his nose every time he pops up with like a rolled up newspaper or something. Bat! Get out the industrial sized spray bottle.
Right? How many times have I told you about harassing Atreides? Go harass the Harkonnen. She is a Harkonnen. Nah, she's Atreides aligned.
Now, mine's not actually Harkonnen. It's there's another one in the that has similar features, but it's not actually Harkonnen.
Ixion, I think.
I believe so.
Because they too look really ill.
Yeah, my profession was Mentat, so that world made sense.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were like the third army in Battle for Dune. That was a good game, by the way. That was the Westwood days.
Yeah. I have a couple games that I used to play that are similar to Dune. Like Dark Rain was one of them. That was another RTS game.
Than what I had to do.
records and testimonies of those.
Nice.
From their treaties.
What's great is like Dune played like Command and Conquer. In fact, Dune predated Command and Conquer, and I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, Dark Reign was very similar. It was base building and basically like Command and Conquer, but I think it was actually older.
Command and Conquer was my jam
Look
growing
older,
up.
maybe.
It probably could be. I mean, I didn't know Dune predated Command and Conquer. I thought Command and Conquer was Westwood's initial thing, and then I realized no, Dune 2 Battle for Arrakis, or Dune Battle for Arrakis, came out in '92, which hysterically enough is the same year the first Dune game, which was was actually a mixture. I've tried it on My Abandonware. It's actually really fun. It's a mix of RTS and actually RPG story driven. So half of it you're Paul from the first film, going around and like, you know, actually talking with people and things like this. And then it breaks out into like an RTS phase where you're building bases and fighting and gathering spice and things like this. But then you're also gathering spice on the campaign and RPG portion, and it's like, damn. When that came out in '92, and then at the same time Westwood released the pure RTS, because that first one wasn't from Westwood. Westwood would then go on, like I said twice already, release a full-on RTS one, which again predates Command & Conquer, the very first Command & Conquer, which was Tiberian Dawn, by 3 years, because Tiberian Dawn came out in '95. Oh, just running my businesses in GTA while I wait for our DM to finish his errands.
It's looking like Dark Reign was made in '97.
Nice, okay. Even so, it still was spiritual. Ooh, reuse, repair 100 items. So it's only taking me how long to get that achievement?
I remember getting Dark Reign for... I had a PC at the time that 16 megabytes of RAM was actually pretty good.
Oh god, I remember that. I remember reinstalling Fleet Command, Jane's Fleet Command on Steam, and the game would be like... no, not on Steam, but the original, like, copy, and it would be like, your computer requires 255 megabytes. Are you sure you have it? I go, oh my god! My X amount of gigs won't be able to handle such a game!
Yeah, I had a 310 megabyte hard drive, 16 megabytes of RAM, and an i386 processor.
I have to get back into GTA.
It was
Too
okay.
many games. Too many
I
games.
played the Command and Conquer games, and
Bro, I hope you did.
in the very early version of EVE Online.
Nice.
I eventually upgraded, I think, what did I end up with?
Spice Blow.
I think my first big card was like 512 megabytes. A video card, I mean.
Word.
It was AMD. I think that was like 2005 I got that. And then I tried AMD APUs for a while, and they were interesting, but you really need a dedicated card to play anything when those were out.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when they tried running that. Also, the song that's playing right now, the song that's actually playing on the radio right now in my game, is what would play in that RPG/RTS infusion when you took the Thopter places. This was the Thopter song. This was the Thopter flight transition song.
Oh. It looks like Gary's over there.
Damn it, there's not enough spice to even make
Over
that
there.
fucking refinery. Bro, I want to cry so bad right now. What did I do? Here's the thing, though. Is what did I do with what spice I do have? There it is. So I got 29 here. Okay, it's not enough. It's not going to be enough. I need 135 to make that higher tier 1. You know, I'm thinking about getting the Movie Tycoon game, but at the same time, like, I just wish, like, the movies would just be re-released working on PCs. It sucks that it's, like, not. That was such a sick game. That's from Peter Molyneux, the maker of Fable and Black and White, and now recently his newest game that came out on Wednesdays, which has mixed reviews, Masters of Albion.
I'm playing the hell out of Fable.
Bro, I remember playing the hell out of fucking... frickin' Black and White. Freaking peasant, we want more food. You want more food? Pick them and just chuck them with your god hand. Feed them to your freaking pet. Depending, of course, on what kind of god you want to be. I tried to be a good god, but apparently if you accidentally smack somebody, you get in trouble, and it was easier to become evil, and I was like, this is just stupid. Okay, whatever. But I remember one time my cow, because I picked the cow as my pet in Black and White 2, I swear they're a she. Actually, yes, they are. Accidentally ate a woman, one of my Greek villagers, and I'm like, no, no, no. So I went towards her and I started slapping her because that's how you would teach it right from wrong. Was you either praise it for things you want it to do, or slap it to teach it no. So I slapped her like really hard to make her vomit up the peasant, or not the peasant, Jesus, the Greek woman, and she did. She puked up the woman. The woman fell on the ground, covered in vomit. It was hysterical. Not that you see that, but still, like, you see the chunks and everything from the cow. And the woman gets up, looks up at my cow, screams, and runs to her house. And I gave the cow, then I plucked some, like, grain from the field, and I gave it to the cow, and I was like, this you can eat. And what's cool is when you, wait, I'm sorry, I'm doing some math here as well. 135 minus... Wait, shit. Okay, a 104. 135 minus 104. I need 31 more. No! Don't make it all! Laysai. Nice one, Tank. Nice one. Anywho. Let me try my math again. Yeah, so one of the cool things about that game was depending on whether you became good or evil, your hand would change. So, you could be neutral too. If you were actually able to balance neutral, that's amazing. I had to use a trainer to balance it. I was never good at that. And being good, like I said, was impossible because you would flick a person on accident or do one wrong little thing and all of a sudden you got like evil points. But your hand would change. It would be either really like godly good, like gold and like sunlight and this and that and everything. The ground, if you touch the ground with your hand, you grew flowers. Or if you were evil, it would be like long nails, all dark and dead, and when you touch the ground, you killed the grass and everything. Buildings change, your cities change, so there's a lot of suffering if you were evil, a lot of crying and misery. If you were good, the buildings were nice and colorful, the people were happy and stuff. Your animal also changed. The cow would turn into a bull if they were evil, so they would start growing horns, they would have red eyes, they would lose their shaggy hair and turn just black, evil black. If they were good, they would turn all golden. They would grow they would grow a comb over like I have of blonde hair over one eye, and they would just radiate golden light. 135 minus, because, you know, Derpina, minus 57 is
there's 860 meters. Okay.
There we go.
Back over to the building.
There's spice everywhere now, isn't it? It's in everything, isn't it? It's gonna be in everything, guaranteed. It's in me, giggity.
I always take my thopter up to like the max altitude. And I can just glide across the entire map.
I mean, at this point, I'm starting to think about just doing that too because I get so annoyed at how quickly it loses. Granted, it's gliding, but like how quick it loses its altitude. Yeah, Black and White was cool. Black and White 2 introduced armies as well. So you could have archers and infantry, and you can fight. So you had to be the Greeks through the story, but there were actually a lot of factions. There were actually, like, there's Japanese, which were cool. There was the Vikings. Or Norse, sorry, not Vikings. Well, yeah, I mean, yes, but they were called the Norse. And then there was also, jeez, who else was there? Aztecs, who were actually the main villain, and there was Yuhu, there was the Greeks. But the first game had the Norse, who you start with, and there was Native American Indians, there was, I believe, Egyptians, and yeah, there was Egyptians. Who else? I think there was Aztecs again. Yeah, I'd like to see his games come back. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen. Okay, after this, it's my Dune Prophecy. The other one that I like. Well, the one I like. There's two that I like. And unfortunately, they play in tandem on these two channels.
Oil that hinge.
The unshakable feared that the people would rise against him.
Oh yeah, and in Black and White, you had in both games, you had a good and an evil conscience. So you had a little like god, and you had a little like devil. The devil was always making jokes. They had comments based on what you do too.
Go get the jasmium.
I really thought that was gonna go somewhere else. I really thought you were gonna be like, let's go get the jizz. Let's go. I'm sorry. Bruh.
The jasmium?
The jizmium? Well, that's what it is now. Yeah, I missed, like, the movies was really, really fun. You got to make the films. Like, you actually were able to make scripts and make the films as long as you desperately wanted to, and then you can watch them actually be done on your lot. You, like, it was like a filmmaking game meets, studio management, star management, crew management, things like this. And it would start from, like, the 20s and go all the way into, like, early 2000s. So you had like all the different wars you would go through that you can do films about. You can do like sci-fis, horrors. You can make any mashup. I mean, Jesus, I made a film once where Hitler was driving his car. I don't even know what possessed me to fucking do this film. But Hitler was driving his car and he got offended that his car was going as fast as Rommel was walking next to it. I had a World War One. I had a
fucking sandstorm coming.
Of course it is. I had a World War I film that ended up becoming a Western halfway through for no reason. You were able to control a lot of things. Like, you could even control, like, in fight scenes if they fought, like, really girly or really, like, rough or whatever. You have them do, like, slap fighting. It was great. I'm sure I can get into work. There are ways to make them work on the systems. It's just... I would like a GOG version. I'd pay for that. Here, my Dune Prophecy now.
Clumsily Sandalstorm.
Should be quick.
I always
though.
imagine a Sandalstorm was probably like that one scene in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where they're running across the field and constantly getting slapped in the face.
Oh no, that is way too funny. I love that. Nobody think of anything, and all three of them get slapped. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, so the spice takes
How
a
much
lot.
spice you getting per run?
I brought back something like almost 8k maybe this time around, which is great. Because these are the big ones that are exploding out here now.
That's good.
It's just that my refinery is inefficient, so it's being lost due to it. So that's why I'm only making enough spice right now to make the new one and have the new one make the rest of it. Stop, there's never going to get done. Whee! Go, go, Thopter! I know, I'm trying to build you your new body, little Ocarina. Ocarina 2. I might call it Ocarina 2.2, if I can fit the name in there. Like, not 2, like, not the number with the point and the 0, or rather the 2.2, but like, Ocarina 2 point, literally write it out, and then 2 again. See if I can. I don't think it's long enough, though. I don't think it's gonna let me. It might, actually. No, wait, it might, actually. Anyway. Oh, those wings aren't as bad. Oh, well, I mean, they're not horrible, but... Okay, we're almost there. Let's climb up a little. Up, up, and away! Oh, I hear Gary. I just heard him make his little growl. Even though it's not really what that is, but... There it is. There's the spice that we've been working on for like, what, an hour or more? Descending. Biome heat, yes I know. It's a frickin' deep desert. Probably would have helped not only if I took that one that makes less attraction, but also if I took those boots that make less noise. I probably would have a little more time.
You mean the soft set boots?
Or the soft, yeah. Because I believe you made me a pair of those too. Oh my god. Now is not the time for the game or the servers to do their usual stuff right now. Why do you spit sand? I asked it before and I ask it again. You got something in your teeth. Okay, that was a human error on my part, I think. There we go. Should be Okolov after this one. Should. Wrong channel. Oh, I said it earlier, and I'll say it. I'll say it again for those who didn't hear it, like such as you. I didn't know that DCS was releasing the F100 Super Saber. It's pre-orderable, and I was like, oh, ooh, Century Fighter. I want the Thunder Chief though. I want the F105 a little bit more, but I wouldn't mind that one either.
Jasmine.
Shit, I'm gonna burn. Ow. Bloody son, go away! Nobody loves you.
You're listening to the Harkonnen Network, where strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. We are Arrakis.
I feel like if you have a shield that is in your structure that's protecting you from outside elements, it should also protect you from radiation.
Probably.
Beloved Baron. Let's start with some invigorating music to get our blood pumping.
Because having a building in the heart of the radiation zone would be best.
It's true, but at the same time, I guess radiation bleeds through shields too.
It would, but
Okay, never mind. I guess I got the song wrong.
Plan to make about 100 iodine pills.
There you go.
Of course, they could just give players a new structure item that, you know, filters out radiation inside your building.
They could. They won't, but they could. I guess I was wrong. I guess it's not Okolov.
When his esteemed mentor, Tufir Hawat, tallies his kills in the thousands.
I think the only way that such an item would work is if it has to be in a sealed environment. You can't like have an open section of wall and then expect to have radiation-free zone.
Yeah. Still feel like it would seep through the walls though. Unless they were lead plated or some other magic in Dune sense.
Space magic.
Space magic. Because I don't know if they have lead in this universe. I assume yes, but like
Well, I mean, it's an it's a different timeline of Earth.
right.
Do they have lead in the galaxy?
Or yeah, or do they have it in the galaxy exactly? Actually, in this case, her sliding down was actually conveniently helpful.
How much jasmine they got now? 5,400 now.
Again. There is this one here in the PvP zone that we were at, but it might be eaten by somebody. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what the server's looking like tonight. Honestly, I don't dare ask either. I don't dare go into chat and feel like, hey, anybody like just asking for problems with that.
Fucking NPCs trying to shoot my buggy and then I just back up over them.
That's funny.
You hear a thud and then an
Whoops.
experience.
I'm waiting for the tank. I really still want the tank. Just listen to them scream underneath the tracks. Followed by like the sound of like, you know, breaking cartilage and everything. Though to be fair, I think in real life I'd be mortified if I heard that underneath my tracks, but
Maybe.
pardon?
Said maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on what they've done. But
I mean, they shot at your vehicle and left paint scratches.
I mean, okay, I guess. I don't know. It's a horrible way to go, but it happens like once in Valley of Tears. It's actually technically it's asked twice, but it only occurs once in that show. At the beginning they do it. I think if you listen really well, you can distinctly hear the Syrians screaming as they're being crushed by the Israeli shot Cal. And then later on, one of the characters is asked to run the Syrians that are fleeing from their tanks over, and he goes, "No, I'm not running anybody over."
Yeah, I mean, being ordered to do it, probably not.
Valley of Tears is pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. It was interesting.
Alright.
Of course, I went hardcore. Cause YouTube only offers it in like English, and I was like, I don't really want it in English. I like it in proper like languages, so I got it on Google. And on Google, it's like Syrians are speaking Syrian, and then Israelis are speaking Hebrew. But that's me. Like I kind of need that. I need that realism.
That is enough Jizmium for now.
Jizmium. Time for D&D. Have fun. Thank you, love. I'm actually kind of almost done. Think I've got one more hour in me, maybe. It's my gas run tonight. Plus, I actually have a couple other things I've got to do. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get more spice, but anyway, whatever. I mean, I got way more than I've had in a long time. It's just that I was hoping for, like, I can abandon all this right now because honestly, like, it's not slim pickings. There's still a good quantity in here, but like right there, for example, that's a good quantity. Yeah. But it's just hard because Okalina keeps sliding off the side right now. Really would like her to stop doing that.
Inventory full.
Well, shit.
That's good.
Was my future utterly assured? Was the wine of color?
And now, another revealing episode of Through Their Eyes. First-hand accounts from the front lines.
Oh, and the well makes our lives easier. I built the well because my character has been burying and unburying so many chests, she's actually constantly dehydrated.
Redondo
I was like, alright.
for an exclusive interview with Captain Marcus Amstrad of the Fighting Fifth.
Captain Amstrad, thank you for joining us today. We've heard firsthand.
Bite. Anytime, anywhere. Neutral ground, gentlemen. Neutral ground. Let's take this outside, shall we?
This has been another episode of Point Counterpoint.
Holy shit, there's another radio show on Harvester Radio. I've never heard this Point Counterpoint before.
I suppose we should be thankful we made it this far. For now, this is Cato Cricks, signing off until next time.
It's good to know they're still adding more. I mean, they kind of have to. Yeah, that's new. That's fucking new. I've never heard this jingle before.
Listening to Harvester Radio. That was Point Counterpoint with Cato Cricks. They seem to have been experiencing some technical difficulties, but I am sure they'll be back next time with another stimulating and provocative episode. Next on Harvester Radio, it's the Spice Report.
Yeah, it's in PvP zone, so I mean they're all in PvP zone now. Mind you, there was one that exploded, like that erupted somewhere back there, but
Is too high. The cost of freedom.
there's the other one that we started collecting from. I think there. No, it's not there. It's coming up. It's a dune or two over. So I might want to prepare to end though, if that is the case, because I do have quite a bit to do. Well, I have to go do another stop before the gas. I have to do some... Okay, those are freighters. I thought that was a player. I was like, noping way away from here. There's the spice. It's right in front of us. Nice boathouse with a dock, by the way, that you made.
Oh yeah.
Thought that's pretty nifty. Gotta sit her just right. Let's grab everything we can. Because I don't know when the next time we're gonna get this lucky. That's the problem. The whole idea of abandoning all this spice is really unnerving, because the last time we got this lucky, it took almost, it took me, due to my game schedule, mind you, but it took me pretty much months. That was months ago that we got lucky again, finding these big deposits that nobody was. That scared me. That's my shadow. That's my Thopter shadow. I thought there was someone hovering above me. I was gonna be like, and this is how I die. Gary is undoubtedly on the way. So, anyway, I can't carry anymore. Well, I can, but I'm gonna lose some of it. So it's just ascend for now.
Cat somewhere in here.
Kitty cat's in there somewhere?
She keeps walking under my legs. I feel her tail going against my back of my knee.
Meow. I mean, that was Gary, but still meow.
You're listening to the Harkonnen Network, where strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. Strength through loyalty.
Next up, dear listeners, what you have all been waiting for.
Oh no, we do.
It's finally time for the annual Harkonnen Family Games.
Okay, after this one, Ekolov will play. Oh, there he is.
Let's go live to this year's first installment of the Man Trap. Action, suspense, and violent death, straight from the Grand Arena on Gaiety Prime.
Oh, he just ate a wreck over there.
Arrakis, Today marks the beginning of the annual Harkonnen Family Games, and the Grand Arena on Gedi Prime has been transformed into a labyrinth filled with traps and deadly creatures from across the Imperium. Ever since its construction 20 years ago, the labyrinth has played host to the traditional competition known as the Man Trap. 9 contestants enter. Only one may leave to be granted freedom and glory. Now, without further ado, let us go live to the action and our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila.
Thank you for joining us. I am Maxim Dubrov, slave master of the labyrinth for the past 15 games. I am joined today by Vera Kotila.
Just gonna run the ad, get it out of the way.
Tell us about your first memory of this hallowed competition.
I still remember it to this day, Maxim. I was watching on the net when one of the contestants was constricted and swallowed by a Jawboa from Grumman. I remember their screams
Sexy.
as they were swallowed alive.
I guess.
Yes, I remember it well.
Oh, it was so exciting. You could see them flailing inside the beast as they were slowly digested. I was 9. I think it was at that moment I decided to become a biologist.
Entertaining and educational. Without spoiling too much, I can say we'll probably get to put your knowledge to good use during this year's competition, Vera. And speaking of the competition, the contestants are arriving at the staging area now. What do you know about the staging, Vera?
I know that every contestant is given a number and then they enter in that order.
Correct. And we keep 15 minutes of separation so that there is enough time between them to prevent a brawl right at the entrance.
Ah, yes. I remember when that rule was introduced. There used to be quite the bloodbath early on.
Indeed. It was crowd-pleasing fun. But we prefer to prolong the game. Hence the rule change.
Look, Maxim, the first contestant has arrived. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, I know him. That's Amado del Cid, a pirate from Lankivel. Abilur's men captured him during a raid, and he's been preparing for this competition in our slave pens ever since.
He cuts quite the dashing figure, doesn't he? And dual sabers.
He knows how to use them too. He claims to have killed over 200 men with them.
Oh, exciting. We'll have to keep our eye on him. What about this next one?
We'll try to grab a little bit more and then we'll fly back.
Got away with it for years until he took one from a distant cousin of the Baron. You don't mess with noble property and stay free for long, my friend.
Oh, he's a big one, isn't he? Why do they call him Holotam?
It's a joke about how much he eats. People think his legs must be hollow.
He looks very strong. Unlike this one. Who is this waif of a girl, Maxim?
Ah, Kaylin Sheep. She was a serving girl for the late Lord Petrim of the manufactory. Don't underestimate her. She can be quite deadly with that needle gun she's cradling.
And what was her crime?
Well, she's the one who made the late Lord Petrim late.
Vicious. Oh my, this next one seems interesting. Who is that?
I don't know much about this one. He was shipped in from Arrakis with a load of spice. They just call him the Fremen, and he refuses to talk to anyone. Note the eyes, blue on blue.
Fascinating. I've always wanted to study the sandworms of Arrakis. They seem so deadly. Have you ever had one in the games?
No, not for lack of trying. They're almost impossible to capture, short of using a nuke. And then, they wouldn't be much use at all.
Well, let's hope that this Fremen is as deadly as the
Somewhat
ones
did
of
that
the
on
Homeland.
purpose, to push the engines as far as possible, or the booster rather.
Ah, that's the Grey Lady. Nobody knows where she came from. She just showed up on the streets of Gedi Prime one day. Soon enough, she was running the largest brothel in the sector. Before, she was taken in for witchcraft, if you can believe it.
Witchcraft? Does that mean...
Well, you know that our good Baron has a particular dislike of witches, but I have never heard the Grey Lady say anything during her time in the pens. Not one word. Until she volunteered to be part of this.
Everybody loves a mystery, but nobody loves this next contestant.
Another spice blow.
Recognize
Shame I have to stop soon.
I'm not surprised. Former guard captain Puikonem. You recognize his face, Vera? Do you remember his crime?
Oh yes, he was in command on the day the Atreides made their suicide raid. He allowed them to destroy valuable resources. He was, simply put, incompetent and weak. A disgusting combination.
Horrible traits in a commander. He's been rotting in the slave pits ever since. Alone. Because who would take up with a man so stained? Until today.
Do you really think that if he survives the man trap, he'll be pardoned?
Officially, yes. But I don't think the people of Giddy Prime would ever be willing to forgive him. And the Baron might forgive, but he will never forget.
Nor should he. Let's hope that Captain Nem finds his death in the labyrinth. But we've wasted enough breath on him. Who is the next pair?
The twins Morani, a brother and sister, trained jongleurs. They were performing an opera here on Giddy Prime when one of the props malfunctioned and killed one of the Baron's guests.
Whoops.
They were detained after
place
their
is
trouble was
amazing.
Oh,
paid off, of course.
Well,
What is?
jongleurs should at least know
Ah,
how
my
to put on a
building.
show.
Oh, okay.
More than that, trained acrobats, illusionists. They're my pick for to win the whole thing. Jongleurs have hidden depths.
Huh, fascinating. But to win, they would have to turn on one another. Only one of them can be the winner. The rules are quite clear.
I know, and wouldn't that be an amazing way to end it all? Twin against twin? That would be an ending to talk about.
And here is the last contestant. He doesn't look like much.
He isn't. Fodder for the beasts. A lifelong slave born into service.
There we go.
His name
I didn't
is
do that right.
Canto, but he's too low-born for a family name.
And why did you select him for the competition? He looks like he won't last 15 minutes.
I reached an agreement with his owner. Canto is growing older and can easily be replaced, but he has a hidden talent. One I hope that we can draw forth during the competition.
Oh, how interesting. Will you tell?
Oh, no, my dear. Let's save some secrets for the
Oh, yeah, it's a
audience
tiny
to
one, okay, yeah.
discover. So, those are our 9 contestants, lined
Makes
up
sense.
and ready to go. Any favorites, Vera?
You know, I put my money on the Grey Lady. Witchcraft or not, I love a classy lady. And I have a soft spot for our swashbuckling pirate Amado. Shame to waste such a handsome wastrel.
Good choices both. It's time to get this competition started. Are you ready?
I've never been more ready.
Finally, the song I wanted to hear.
Are you ready, loyal listener? The contestants are prepared, the traps are set, and
Making
the
700
creatures
Stravidium.
are starving.
700?
Stay
Nice.
tuned to this station, people of Arrakis, to hear
Stravidium,
more
I've noticed,
updates
is
from
easy.
Giddy Prime and...
Oh yeah, it's just Stravidium and then water.
Yeah. But it's also easy to manufacture.
Fucking- yeah, Plastanium is not too bad either. Titanium is the one that I get less of when I go out farming for
Yeah,
the materials.
same.
So.
Titanium's the one that's actually the pain.
I need a fucking elevator. Jesus.
Yeah, they need to make elevators.
Elevators were a thing in the base game of Conan Exiles when
I
the
know.
game released.
I know. Bum, 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 bum,
We
bum.
can't do elevators here. They could just make it like a light lift, like just
Yeah.
a light platform, and then it's just you just go up.
Yeah, you grab up. Or you grab down, depending on how you designed it.
Could just be a suspensor, a permanent suspensor field.
Yeah. Nah, apparently in the Dune universe, stairs are your friends. God forbid you have bad knees, like, you're old and you have bad knees and you've got, like, 200 stairs ahead of you. Like, oh, great.
I got 617 titanium left and 207 plastinium so far. I'm taking the expressway down. I'm just gonna jump out the.
That's what I do to Jorok and I's base. I literally jump down. I was like, I refuse. I shiggle wire up and I rappel down from the outside. And I built the tower for the most part. I'm the one who decided I wanted it to be tall and everything. And now I'm like, man, I should have made an elevator shaft. I might literally make it exterior though, because I don't want to wreck the interior. So, not an elevator shaft, but a rappelling shaft. Like,
I've got 290 plastinium. I don't even need that much to make the remaining parts. I just need spice.
yes.
Spice and plasteel composite armor plating.
Oh yeah, I think. Yeah, I made those too. Yeah.
Yeah, you can make them. I just do research stations out there.
That's fair. I did a bit of both. Now the song's gonna cut out while we transition. Bring it back while we fly, then bring it back again. Meanwhile, I gotta look for who we're gonna raid.
Oh yeah, that's because the crafting requirements are reduced. So, is that what it is? The Lands Rod?
I was gonna say, is that what we have as a Lands Rod?
Oh yeah, crafting costs reduced by 25%.
Ah, that explains
So
why.
instead of 750, we now require 563 on this tier of refinery.
Yeah, that second one's telling me only 135, so I was like, okay. Unless I looked at the wrong resource. Knowing my eyes, I probably did.
Yeah, 135.
Okay, yeah. And that's what's cooking currently in the first one. Then I'm going to destroy it, build the new one, and then have the new one do the rest of the spice.
And then the big ass one is 1,000.
Of course it is. Yeah, I know. I saw that, and my brain was like...
Before I build that, I'm going to build the spice generator because that big ass one takes so much power.
Oh yeah, I want one of the spice generators. I'm kind of mad there's no mid-tier generator that just feeds off of a lot of batteries. I'm actually more than mad. I'm actually quite bitter about that.
I just need 400 spice for the large ore refinery. And I would need another probably 200 plastinium after the stuff I use for the carrier. Oh. Solo work is a grind.
It is. And Jorah can't really help because I'm trying to finish the Thopter, so he doesn't want to touch anything, and that's also why I want to get the Thopter done, because pretty much we're kind of bound by this stupid objective. Like, it's cool and stuff, but like, it's going too long now.
Was your challenge objective for the M6 or MK6 assault copter?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Trying to make the fucking carrier would be a pain in the ass.
I would have said no. To be frankly honest, I probably would have said no. And like, you want me to do it alone? But then I thought about it. Sage did yours alone. You've done yours alone before, and I was like, okay, like it's doable, but not with my time table.
No, you have to basically be a no-lifer.
Or my streams would only have to contain this game. would not be allowed to contain anything else.
Like, in my case, I'm disabled, so what the fuck else is there to do? Or put a guard up here. That's dangerous.
I better put a guardrail here. It's not like we don't have repulsors to stop us, or suspensor belts, sorry.
Well, I mean, for us, yes, but there's how many times has Jork fallen off a cliff because he forgot he didn't have a suspensor belt on?
Fair enough.
Presented by the Imperial Scenarist Guild and Linder and Gold.
Pretty sure if he's watching, he's like,
Wake
screw
up
you
with
guys.
Linder and Gold. We put the spice in it for you.
Commandant's office.
But... To Dune.
Okay, anyway.
Though I'm honestly surprised in most of the times he's fallen off a cliff. Not once has he died.
That's true. Okay, this spice is not going to be done, unfortunately. I'm literally going to have to wait for another stream. I figured this thing is not going to be done processing this shit. And I have to go out and collect more bodies at some point. Also a little more blood, because we all know I have this, like, vampiric issue.
Got guardrails here. Guardrails there. What else here? Got this one.
Okay.
I like the structure I made for these water collectors.
I gotta see that place at some point. Oh my god. Spice melange. I have everything else but the spice. Like, fuck. Anyway. Well, it's almost all my complex machinery. I'm gonna have to go, or have Jorik go. Actually, I should just give him a shopping list. Be like, complex machinery, iron facilities, go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I know one of the better places for it was, but I know there's other places too. But. Okay. Alright, let me find some of the raid. Alright, that concludes our actually just 3 hours of Dune. Unfortunately, I was supposed to do the gas run last night, so we would have gone longer, but I didn't.
Let's start moving these materials.
Who are we gonna raid? Someone playing Dune. I'm gonna try to keep the game be the same. Passing it along to somebody. PNG tuber, private server, English. Bearded Williams. Yo. That is an awesome thing. Stream starts. Humphrey A9. Apache. Ultimate Rider. You know what? I saw Bearded Williams first, so we'll show them some love. Tomorrow there's no stream, of course, and then this coming week we are going to continue with the new schedule. So Monday will be Survival Monday. Simulator Friday will be, well, Simulator Friday. Military Tuesday hasn't moved. I will figure out what we're going to play. It might be U-Boat again because I did restart. It might be also Silent Hunter. It could also be Vietnam War, actually, because Vietnam War got a significant update about 2-3 weeks ago. So, actually, I kind of want to play around with that, too. So, I know I'm rocking. I'm sorry. Alright. Bearded Williams is be right back, but it's fine. They're probably still going to come back, so it doesn't matter. We're going to hit this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will catch you guys Monday or whenever else you can catch me. I also should point out that in May, Fleet Week for Star Citizen is going to occur. We're probably going to do a full week of Star Citizen. That also depends on what is being offered though. This year's, I should point this out first before we raid. This year's CitizenCon, actually, they like put all the manufacturers together, which was the first year they did that. Usually every day is supposed to be a different manufacturer. Unfortunately, depending on what they end up doing this year, if they end up doing that again, then I don't know if we'll play SC all week for Fleet Week, for the military week, but I'd like to. I'm sure there's going to be more than enough content to do, though. One night we can trade, one night we can go kill things, you know, so scrape on another, like, you know, salvage on another. So I'm sure there's a lot that we can end up doing. But anyway, stay awesome, stay safe. I love you all, and I will see you guys around.
Follow the tank down the rabbit hole. History lessons make the crowd lose control. Ancient tales with a modern soul. Every life soon she makes us whole. Fiery times and battles gone. Stories of leaders who ruled on thrones. She brings the past to life each dawn. Stream until the morning's first yawn. Tank girl's got the history groove. Every hour she makes us move. Warrior queen with a brain so sharp. In her stream the passion sparks. Empires rise and empires fall. Tank girl tells it all without a stall. Her wild ways make the legend stand tall. Echoes of battles in a streaming hall. Through the ancient lore and blood-red dust, she finds the tale she loves and trusts. A roaring saga she'll entrust. The History Channel we all must trust.